What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to find your perfect sensitivity. So this is what I've found over all of the years to be the most effective. So you're going to load up a private match and you're going to go just team deathmatch. From here, what we want to do is we will go into our game settings. Again, keep it Nuketown, and then I like to just put it on 45 minutes and then just a ton of points so that we can kind of play with it, and then just change the match start time to 5 seconds. Once you've done that, I like to add 4 bots. You can add as many bots as you want, but I'll show you guys a few exercises and a few things that you can do to make this as effective as possible, and that way you kind of know where you're at. So first and foremost, right now, if we go here, we can go to our settings. These are kind of the two biggest ones. So this is your horizontal and vertical recoil, right? Or horizontal and vertical sensitivity. What that is basically the looking around, up, down, left, and right. Okay, so now if we want to adjust our ADS sensitivity, right, our aiming down sight sensitivity, we're going to go to settings. We can go to controller, aim settings. So you'll start here, you'll go to aim settings, and you can click this, and this is going to be your sensitivity for ADSing, right? So we'll turn it way up here just so you can see. Obviously we are way faster when doing this. So obviously this probably wouldn't be super ideal. I just kind of want to try it though real quick. Everything else doesn't really matter. So for me, I'm going to start with 0.95. And now let's go ahead and get into some drills where we can focus, right? So as an SMG player, you're going to want to have a slightly faster ADS. So the first thing you can do is kind of go and see how many shots are you going to be missing and or making, right? And that's going to kind of give you a good indication. The second thing is, are we able to actually like flick on these on the bots, right? And so this is a sensitivity that I played around with for the last, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, and am kind of finding pretty effective, right? So ideally, we're gonna be able to flick onto our opponents first and then kind of ADS, right? But the idea is that our sensitivity will be able to lock on first, right? So we're gonna not be ADSing, and then our ADS should be slow enough where we're not necessarily missing shots, right? So that's the first thing, is can we kind of stay fast enough that we can do this, where we can kind of zoom in on our opponents, right? Which is, again, me moving to him first and then aiming down sight, right? So that's kind of this sensitivity that we have to be kind of consciously thinking about, right? Is I'm going to move here and then I'm going to flick onto him, right? And kind of just trying to build this progression up here a little bit. And so you can just run around like this for a minute, really hyper focusing on like where you're aiming. Again, with 4 bots, it's a little bit easier because you get a little bit of time. When you have like 5, 6, 7 people looking at you, you're just going to die a lot. And it's going to be hard to kind of get the feel for things. So we're looking here. Now let's just move on to the next exercise. So one exercise I like to do is I'll tag somebody and then kind of get away, slide around to avoid them, right? So you can also focus on, let's see. So I'll tag him up a little bit, and then we're just going to kind of keep moving around and try and focus on flicking on people. You don't have to kill them. You can kill them too. It's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do. But just kind of being able to reset that aim every time and figuring out how it's going to go, right? So we can go from not looking and work on that kind of flick sensitivity, right? Is this going to work? Obviously there, we kind of missed. This is kind of, again, the exercises are not to be perfect. You don't have to necessarily feel like you need to master them. It's just kind of something we're working on, right? So for me, again, although a distance is pretty good, I might say that my ADS sensitivity might be a little bit too slow. So what we'll do is we'll bump it up to like 1.10 and see how that feels, right? Because I just feel like our snapping is a little bit too slow. So kind of work on that and see if we can find this either more beneficial or less, right? But yeah, this feels a little bit better. Now maybe it's even worth trying something a little bit faster, right? Since that seemed to work, what you can do is if going up in sensitivity seems to be helping you more, it may be worth trying even faster, right? And just seeing if it's less effective. So see, we're hitting a lot more flick shots here, which might be better, but it's like, can we hold on to that, right? Right? Kind of turned on, reflicked, something that I would consider to be a vital skill. But again, we're not going to be perfect. That's the other thing, is somebody's moving a lot. It's going to be harder to shoot them. But this is feeling pretty beneficial. And so all we're going to really do here is essentially just go through and continue to work on snapping onto people and just figuring out what we like, what feels good when we're moving and we're playing our own play style. Is this what we want? So once you're happy with that, the other thing you can always do is definitely go for like more distance shots and see how we feel about that. And that's where things get maybe a little tricky, right? Because if we're missing super long range, although our short range is good, we might have to adjust a little bit and slow things down. Or figure out if we can kind of work on it. So as you can see, we're missing a lot of long range shots, so this might not actually be as beneficial as we want. So we want to take some longer range gunfights. Figure out if that's going to work, right? Which maybe it's just a little practice and a little consistency. All right, guys, but that is pretty much all there is to learning kind of and progressing in your aim. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or if it helped you out, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see next, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.